We tend to view human history as a straight, tidy line. We assume our ancestors started as simple hunter-gatherers and slowly, steadily learned to stack stones, build walls, and eventually design towering monuments. Then we dig up a place like Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey. It was built roughly 11,000 years ago, centuries older than the invention of the wheel, and existing long before the first evidence of settled farming. It features massive limestone pillars weighing dozens of tons, arranged in complex circles and covered in intricate carvings. The sheer scale of this project required coordinated labor and monumental engineering, proving that highly organized societies existed millennia before our accepted start date for civilization. Move forward to classical antiquity, and the physical problems only get heavier. In Lebanon, the foundation of the Temple of Jupiter at Baalbek rests on blocks of stone weighing an estimated 1,650 tons. Down in Egypt, the unfinished obelisk of Aswan was carved directly into the bedrock. Had it not cracked, workers would have had to lift and transport a single, continuous piece of solid granite weighing 1,200 tons. This chart highlights the glaring mechanical problem with these structures. The most advanced Roman cranes maxed out at lifting about 100 tons. The Baalbek stones are over 16 times that weight. The Kailasa temple in India pushes this logic even further. Instead of stacking blocks, ancient workers removed over 400,000 tons of solid basalt rock to carve an entire temple complex from the top down. And according to historical records, they finished the job in just 18 years. Achieving any of this required large-scale, highly coordinated engineering systems. Those systems, and the knowledge of how to use them, have simply vanished, leaving behind stone monuments we would struggle to replicate today. So where are the blueprints? Where are the instruction manuals detailing how these monuments were built? The reality is that physical records are incredibly fragile. We often imagine the Great Library of Alexandria burning to the ground in one tragic afternoon, but its actual demise was a slow, deliberate erasure. Centuries of war, budget cuts, and religious suppression meant hundreds of thousands of papyrus scrolls simply rotted away, or were eventually burned as fuel to Hupalteisats. The texts that did survive antiquity often made it only because someone actively hid them. The Dead Sea Scrolls survived solely because a secretive sect sealed them inside clay jars and buried them in desert caves to keep them out of the hands of the advancing Roman army. Knowledge rarely just fades away on its own. It is actively hunted and destroyed by new regimes, surviving only when it gets forced underground. But sometimes a document survives intact, and we still cannot make sense of its data. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral drafted the Piri Reis map, displaying Atlantic coastlines with impossible 16th century accuracy. Even more baffling, its bottom depicts a landmass aligning perfectly with Antarctica, discovered centuries later, completely free of ice. We also dig up physical objects that sit right in front of us, entirely illegible. Across Europe, archaeologists have unearthed over 130 Roman dodecahedrons. They are meticulously cast from bronze, perfectly symmetrical, and feature knobs on every corner. Yet no Roman text ever mentions them. We possess the physical hardware of the past, but the cultural operating system required to decode it has been permanently lost. Beyond lost records, history often swallows the ground itself. 10,000 years ago, a fertile plain called Doggerland connected Britain to continental Europe, serving as a thriving hub for prehistoric hunter-gatherers. Then, a massive section of the ocean floor collapsed. The resulting tsunami swallowed Doggerland whole, erasing an entire ecosystem and its people practically overnight. Around the same period in North America, the Clovis people, renowned for their sophisticated stone weaponry, vanished entirely from the archaeological record. Within just a few centuries, they collapsed under the weight of rapid temperature swings at the end of the Ice Age. No matter how deeply rooted a society becomes, it remains at the mercy of sudden environmental shifts. Other times, the barrier isn't a natural disaster. We know exactly where history is buried, but we deliberately choose to leave it in the dark. In China, thousands of terracotta warriors stand guard over the tomb of the first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. The central burial chamber remains completely untouched. Modern archaeologists refuse to open it, partly because soil tests confirm ancient rumors of deadly rivers of mercury flowing inside, and partly because we cannot yet prevent thousands of years of preserved silks from turning to dust the moment they are exposed. And in Costa Rica, hundreds of stone spheres sit quietly in the jungle. The culture that carved them disappeared long before Europeans arrived, leaving these immense boulders as silent gatekeepers to a world we can't access. We walk among monoliths we cannot lift, study maps of continents before they froze over, and stand outside tombs we are too afraid to open. Despite all our modern technology, human history remains a dark room where we are merely temporary tenants.